V-O-G-E-L. Eric Vogel, Georgia State. Yes?
Sloan Stafford from Reimer.
Sloan Stafford, Reimer. Okay, that's 4. Unless there's a burning desire from others, can we move to the next time? Okay, I don't want to slam the door shut, but can we just slam it? Okay, secretary. Secretary, the office of secretary. Yes? Megan McBrayer. M-C-B-R-A-Y-E-R. Jackie Baker. B-A-Q-U-E-R. Right.
Yes.
For secretary. We don't have to have 4, 2's fine. Yes?
Natalie Friday for Miss Hosting.
Natalie, last name, that?
Friday.
Friday, like the day?
Friday. R-I-N-D-Y.
Riney, oh, I'm sorry. I'm Riney. Kennesaw? Kennesaw.
What was the first name?
Natalie, Riney, Kennesaw.
Charity
Yes.
Niece. Charity Niece.
Charity Niece. Right. That gives us 4 there. All right, let's do at-large member. Yes?
Kelsey Adams from Columbus State.
Kelsey, okay, or C?
Okay.
Okay, Kelsey Adams, Columbus State.
Rebecca Schlinger, Reiner.
Rebecca Schlinger. Right. Yes.
James Thompson from Mercer University.
James Thompson, Mercer University. And anyone else? So we're good? Okay. That is a terrific sounding slate of officers. Some of these I know, some I do not. But we have such a great diversity of institutions represented. Are there other comments, suggestions, or observations about the officers' nomination process? About our fall activities, I would appreciate through your chapter presidents that you communicate to our current state president, Jeremy Reagan, any ideas you might have for fall projects, sister pairings, etc., etc. And you and I should talk, maybe like right after this, so we can talk some specifics as to get that web thing rolling again. Okay, are there other business items that the group should at this point address? Yes?
No, stretching.
If you had been at an auction, you would have bought it. You can't do this at an auction. You would have just been raised $150, right? A reminder, open to all, but only CMENC members and advisors, is our reception at 5:45 after this in the Harbor Review Room over here in Weston. So, I will ask our speaker, who is talking, warming up, I'll ask him to come up and talk to you. Let me tell you just a little about him. Luigi Zaninelli is truly an international name. He composes vocal works under the name of Lou Haywood, is that correct? And you did. He has an incredible legacy of vocal compositions, having written for and worked with all sorts of incredibly talented and well-known choirs. Many times you might be, those of you in choirs, might possibly have sung or might be working on music by him. Writing for the music, in the instrumental music, the theater, orchestras, bands. My band had the opportunity and the honor of performing one of his selections yesterday after our concert. A man of enormous talent, great artistic taste, and rapier-like wit. He's great to talk with, listen to, and he asked me, he said, what would you like me to talk to them about? I said, how about Luigi Zaninelli? Because you know what we teach in our classes. We teach what we are. We teach us. No matter what the class is entitled, we teach us. So when he gives a lecture, it could be on 20th century harmonic devices, but he's teaching Luigi Zaninelli. So this afternoon, Mr. Z, if you would come up. a little bit and talk to these young people. I present to you Luigi Zaninelli.
I learned years ago, don't breathe into a mic. How are you all today?
Fantastic.
So, I understand you're all lovers of music.
Yeah.
What do you love about music? I love the music makes me happy. That sounds a little self-serving. What do you love about music? She loves the fellowship with people around her. That sounds very social. Okay, well, what about you, young lady? What do you love about music? Yes. She loves that everyone can experience it differently. I like that very much. You're absolutely right. What about you, young lady? What do you love about music? Now, was that a question? She said everything, but it was both a question and an answer.
I just love the passion.
Passion. Whose passion? Yours?
Everybody, so you get together and play.
When everyone plays,
Feel the passion.
you feel the passion of everyone. What's the passion for? Music. Okay. You know, this word, right? This is going to be your life, and I'm going to challenge you. I don't think you know what music is. I think you know how to use it. I think you know how to possibly make a living doing it. But I wonder if you really know what music is. Okay, let's try this. If I said to you, the English language is remarkably non-specific. Take the word love. But use a chord that I might choose to compare the word or to insert underneath the word is 10 times more specific than the word. Now, how many of you understood what I just alluded to? Raise your hands. I see. That means the rest of you did not understand. Okay, so this is where the time comes where you ask questions. What is it that I did not explain? And what was the problem? Some understood exactly what I said. The others didn't. Non-specific. That's the English language. Music, remarkably specific. Exquisitely specific. When you want to know something, we generally talk about it. And here's where I'm inviting you to ask me a question. Anything at all. Especially what you consider a dumb question. Because there are no dumb questions, just dummies who don't ask questions. Yes, ma'am. We agree that everyone can experience it differently, correct? And I'm saying music is so specific. One chord. Okay. I did not say that it described the word, did I? She felt compelled to
Put words in your mouth.
use a word. It's all right. People do it all the time. Now, you and I, if we are lucky, we are predestined to be musicians. What word did you like best of those two? Predestined or musicians? Predestined. What does that mean? Like sexual preference. Got your attention? There we go. All right. Now, therefore, some of you are, whether you wish to know it or not, are really eunuchs. That's not your fault. That's not my fault. But eventually you'll have to deal with it. Now, what's a musical eunuch? Okay. Do you know this person? Oh, I love it all. If it's music, I just love it. What's your favorite? I love it all. And why do you do music? It makes people happy. So do prostitutes. That's all I want to do in life. I just want to make people happy. I can't stand people who are so selfish that all they want to do is make music that they. Isn't that selfish? Well, do you agree that some of these things I'm talking about have some issues of, shall we say, interest? And do you understand that you don't know too much about it? Okay, that's fair. Now, it's not that I know everything, but through a lot of thinking and just the natural process of knowing about stuff, because I think I was predestined to be a musician. I was born with DNA to be a composer. I also played piano as a jazz pianist before I became a composer. And I became a composer, I discovered, pretty much because I couldn't memorize. So when I got lost in a piece, they put me in those recitals, you know, that I wasn't prepared for, and I'd make something up. And sometimes it was better than what I would be teaching myself to play. It's made my teacher very upset. She was German. And so she said, you know, you played the wrong note. I said, yeah, but what I did was pretty good. That's beside the point. So I was to discover that music was going to be for me. So I've been teaching music for many, many years. I started when I was 19, and I teach by asking questions or by provoking you into some sort of response. I'm not doing too well right here. That sitting in the first seat of the Baptist church look, I mean, I've seen that all my life. You will respond to me, because if you don't, I'm going to get to something where you will respond. Yes, I will not be put off. Now, you know what you call a person who's an intellectual irritant? Besides Luigi Zaninelli? Did you see what they put on my card here? Can you believe it? Can you imagine what I was like as a kid? Yes, well, I haven't been a troublemaker, but a gadfly is what I am. A gadfly is an intellectual irritant. It is my purpose to irritate you into thinking. You don't have to have an answer, and it doesn't have to be the correct answer, but I think it's kind of interesting, don't you think, to sort of ask yourself questions about things you're supposed to know something about, only to discover you don't know shit. That's called enriched language. From New Jersey, we use a lot of enriched language. Now, watch this. This is how I oftentimes greet my first students when I teach a course called 20th Century Harmony. They really used to get upset. All music majors in their junior year. And I would say, listen to the question. If I said to you I doubted that you had any musical taste, what would you say to me? Let's try that. Okay, here I stand before you. We met for the first time. I don't even know your names. And yet I have the audacity to proclaim, I doubt that you have any musical taste. How would you respond in an intelligent way? Yes, sir.
If I draw pleasure from a form of music that you deem as
Whoa.
musical.
Easy.
Okay.
You're on the right track.
Yes, sir.
Don't presume that I said anything.
Okay.
I want to know, what do you think about that comment?
Can you make it again?
If I said I doubt, let's just do it. I personally doubt you have any musical taste. Now, is that in itself, or is that in my case, just a pronouncement? Okay, now, what do you say?
What makes it so special?
Other than the fact that we all are, which obviously you've missed. You must not get personal. You got personal, didn't you? I brought up an intellectual concept, right? He couldn't give it back that way. He had to make it personal. I don't want a personal retort. I would like an intelligent reaction. Let's start over here with you, sir.
Same question.
If I said, I doubt you have any musical taste.
I would say that you're assuming too much.
No. Did I assume anything by saying I doubt it?
Yes.
So he didn't listen to the English language. He immediately got emotionally involved with the rhetorical idea. What would you say?
I like turning down around.
You would like to what?